Namaste. Offering a short practice today for our neck and shoulders. Oh, what a pain in the neck. And finding the ways to release that in the physical body so that we're not amplifying that feeling. I imagine that the tightness in my neck and shoulders is a resistance to allowing for all of the scattered and active mind thinking to get into my body. My neck's like, no, keep it. So to release and open this area allows for that divine connection between the head and the heart. So we'll begin with just a few simple shoulder rolls. So inhale, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, rolling your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And then once again, inhale, and exhale. Rolling them in the opposite direction, rolling them forward, rolling them up, forward, and down. With this one, you might use your whole arms. Imagine drawing circles with your elbows, really getting space in your upper back and heart center. And then let's do one more in the other direction. So up, back, and down. Here, taking one hand, you'll turn your fingers and point them in towards your sitting bone. So we're going to sit on one hand, starting with my left hand, having my fingers trapped under my leg, under my hip. Fingers pointing in towards my sitting bone. Inhale here. And then exhale, releasing right ear towards right shoulder. So as you're breathing here, just aware of the sensations of contraction and tightness, and following your breath, just allowing this to be in this moment, and finding that with the spaciousness of acceptance, pure presence, that things begin to shift. One of my favorite quotes from Sean Corn's book, Revolution of the Soul, is breathe and everything changes. And then let's inhale to lift our head back to center. And exhale. Now free your hand. Take a few full rounds of breath here, inhaling and exhaling slowly. And then when you're ready, taking your second hand, my right hand this time, turning fingers to point in towards my sitting bone, towards my tailbone. And I'll slide that hand under my hip, pinning it in there as a nice supportive anchor. Inhale here. And then exhale, this time left ear towards left shoulder. Here, imagining the surrender of the weight of your head. Allowing for that release through the help of gravity instead of our own sheer force of pressing it down. Just allowing for the weight to release. Again, we're not judging any of the sensations of tightness, we're simply observing. So as we feel areas of contraction or tightness, sending the breath into these spaces, staying with a really full, even breath. And maybe even a sigh to help with that full surrender. Inhale to bring your head back up. Exhale for your hands again here. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Now that can be performed when you're sitting in a chair. If you are in a seated cross-legged position, you can find our next movement here, cat and cow. You can also do this in a chair. First we'll begin with an exhale, rounding the spine back, releasing your head down, chin towards your chest. And then coming up onto your sitting bones, reaching up through your spine, lifting up through your heart, lifting up through your chin as you inhale. And then exhale as you round back, leaning back, stretching through your back, opening up between your shoulder blades. Inhale to come up. Moving 3 or 4 more times with that movement. If it's better for your legs or your knees, you can sit knees bent, holding onto your legs. Inhale, lifting up through your spine, your heart, your chin. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, sit up tall, lifting all the way up. And exhale, rounding in. Inhale. And exhale. If you are in a chair, you can find this movement as well. And one more time, exhale all the way to empty. Inhale, sitting up, lift up your heart, lift your chin, and exhale. Moving into a lateral stretch if you are seated, again, either in a cross-legged position or in a chair. You can begin here. We'll start off with our left arm. We'll inhale, reaching up, and exhale as you hinge over to the side. Anchor through your seat, opening up through your side body. And if you would like, you can find a pulsation movement. You can give a little space and reach again. You may find you can give a little bend of your elbow, softening in. And again, let's peel open and extend. Let's inhale to come up. Inhale. Exhale your arm back down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Next, we'll inhale our right arm up. Move with your breath. And then exhale as you hinge over to the side. Again, here, allow for any movement, any discovery of your own shape and variety. Continuing to anchor into your foundation. And then allow for your freedom of your stretch to come from that anchor. Let's inhale to come up. And exhale your arm back down. Full breath in. And a full breath out. And transitioning onto your back. Arriving down in your constructive rest pose. And taking a moment here, knees bent, adjust through your low back as needed. Relax your feet here onto the earth. Follow the next 3 breaths just right here, right now. And then rest your arms by your sides with your palms facing down towards the mat. On your inhalation, Stretch your arms up towards the sky and then continue to move them all the way up overhead until the back of your hands touch or reach towards the floor above your mat. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back through the sky, landing your hands by your hips. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And once again, inhale. And exhale. With your arms alongside of your body, knees bent, feet comfortably about hip distance apart. We'll begin now to lift and lower our hips with our breath. We'll do this 5 times. Move with your breath. Take your time. On your inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips. And as you exhale, lower your spine, lower your hips back down to the mat. 4 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Find your own rhythm. And when you are complete, again, rest your hips onto the earth. Find a full breath in and a full breath out. And now begin to gently roll your head left to right and right to left, releasing your head to one side and then over to the other. Moving slowly and mindfully here. Full breaths all the way in and all the way out. And then roll your head back to center. Full inhale. And exhale. From here, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hug your leg comfortably in towards your body. Now you may find that there are plenty of sensations to stay with right here. Here you may choose to remain, or if you would like, with your exhalation, you might lift your head towards your right knee. Inhale as you rest your head and shoulders back down. Now we'll just do this 3 times, either keeping your left leg bent or extending your left leg out long. Full breath in and complete exhale. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Release your right leg out long. Arms overhead for a full body stretch, reaching along the floor. Stretch your fingers and your toes. And then gradually bend both of your knees. Relax your arms back down. And find a full breath in and a full breath out. And then bring your left knee in towards your chest. Again, perhaps staying here. Maybe finding your compressions from this point of right leg still bent. Or you may opt to extend your right leg out along the floor. Full breath in. 3 times, head to knee. Take your time. And then release your left leg out long. Inhale, arms up overhead, stretching your whole body here. And then, depending on how your low back and body are feeling today, maybe you might bend your knees one at a time, place your feet onto the earth. If you would like, you could also explore exhaling, bringing both legs simultaneously in towards your chest. We can inhale here. And then as we exhale, compressing in, rounding in. Taking a pause here, knees to chest. Full breath in, full breath out. Releasing any judgment and allowing for unconditional presence with yourself and your process on this journey. I've been noticing my right side body holding extra tightness and tension these days. Feeling into how that part of myself that is future thinking is perhaps getting a little wound up or carried away, and finding ways to help her relax. Present moment awareness. Let's find a full inhale here. And as you exhale, lift your head towards both knees. Inhale your head and shoulders back down. Release your feet down to the mat. Full breath in. Full exhale. Here we will simply cross our left arm over our right. You might take a hold of your upper arm above your elbow just to gently assist, giving a slight leverage here. Utilizing your breath instead of your muscular force. Allowing the awareness to travel in on your breath and reclaim all of the spaciousness that you are. Remembering that there is space between all of your cells, space within your cells, spacious. And then release your left arm. Find a full breath in. Full breath out. And then your second side. Draw your right arm across your body. Again, you might gently hold above your elbow, finding a comfortable way to resist the temptation to use muscular force, and instead to follow your breath awareness as it moves into these areas of tightness. Right now, I can feel my breath scoping out the tension in my right jaw. My breath moving in and through, exploring, witnessing. And through that communion, a surrender. And gently release your right arm. Let's release our arms to the floor, palms turn open. Take a few full breaths here. Combination of a whole lot of pranashakti flowing through my legs and perhaps that cup of coffee this morning. From here, moving into hips, cross your right leg over your left. Thought this was about shoulders, Heidi Grace. Miss Grace, yes, this is about shoulders. And we find that if we can release tightness or tension through our hips, we'll find a opening simultaneously on our shoulders. So here we'll cross right leg over left, full breath in. And as you exhale, you'll bring your knees in towards your chest. Now for some of us, we may hold on behind that left thigh, hugging in towards the body. You may opt to reach over top of both of your knees, taking the front of your left shin. And I would use my yoga blocks, but they're under my phone, propped up as my tripod. But you could place a yoga block under your left foot, allowing this to add to your experience here. Whichever variation that you are choosing, explore with the position of your shoulder blades, resting back onto the earth. Breathe space across your collarbones, feeling open space from your heart center out across your chest to your shoulders. Let your breath move into the spaces of your forehead, your eyebrows, your jaw. And then dire, 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 right? As that slowly, we'll bring our feet back down, uncross your legs. Deep breath in. And a full exhale. I find an open mouth exhale can be extra nice after releasing, for example, hips or during or after a twist. So if you're wondering why sometimes the breath is through the nose or through the mouth, explore. See when it might feel nice for you to let off a little steam. Second side. Cross your left leg over your right. Again, you may stay right here. Perhaps there are already plenty of sensations here. Maybe there's an experience for you to pause with right here. If you are bringing your legs in towards your chest, remember the option of putting your foot onto a yoga block. You could also turn and put your foot onto a wall. Or again, finding a bind, whether you're hugging behind your right thigh or reaching up over both of your knees. And finding a bind here. Lengthening out through your spine. So as you noticed in the first side, I took our awareness away from that area of a whole lot going on and moved it into relaxing other spaces. Relaxing our head, relaxing our eyes, our jaw. Allowing for that relaxation as part of the whole to assist with relaxing those parts that feel a little bit more extreme. And when you are ready, release your feet back down to the mat. Uncross your legs, full breath in. And exhale. Extend your legs out long. Reach your arms overhead, stretching from your fingers to your toes. From here, we'll roll over onto our stomach. And beginning with our hands stacked and resting your forehead onto your hands. Here with your legs extended, let your legs relax. You may feel or invite your heels to relax open. Now, there's a lot of, oh wow, holy shit, what's happening in my hip flexors right now because of perhaps a little more sedentary days. Taking this as a note from my body to take a longer walk today, open up the front of my hips and thighs. So take a moment here to listen to what your body is telling you. Bypassing what your mind might be making up and just getting quiet. Listen to your body. And while we are here, let's go ahead. And if you have space, you can extend both arms out wide. If you would like them in a cactus or goalpost position, we'll turn one cheek towards the mat. And here, let's just hug Mother Earth. Maybe we haven't had a hug for a week and a half. So just giving a hug to Mother Earth. Thanking her for setting the example for how the earth, how Mother Nature replenishes, how she grows back. Now for me, this side is extra challenging. This is the side of my neck that is super tight. So as I transition to the other side, just allowing for the openness to expand. Again, dire, dire. Slowly, slowly inhale, head up. Turn your other cheek gently to rest it onto the mat. And again, find a few breaths here. Sending love, melting your heart towards Mother Earth. And then gently lift your head, inhale. Propping up for a moment on your forearms, exhale. Get a little movement, a little space through your shoulders, moving your head very gently, very slowly, responding to how it feels, not so much on what it's supposed to look like. In this pose, I've seen people enjoy having their head released down. My particular physical body doesn't love this variation. But again, if it works for you, by all means. And before I lift my head, I'm inviting in the inhale to power the lift. So inhaling and exhale. Oh yeah, my hair is all kinds of interesting these days. Now, all right, full breath in. Full breath out. Now from here, turn your left forearm parallel to the front edge of your mat. With this, we're going to bend our right leg, reaching back with our right hand. Inhale and exhale. Now you might give a press of your foot into your hand if that's at all interesting for you. Or perhaps using the relationship between your hand and foot to find the right opening for your shoulder. Maybe having a little more room, maybe having your shoulder or your elbow bent so that you can really peel open and roll your heart open. And then as you press your foot into your hand, opening up through your heart, through your chest and your shoulder. And I would invite you to keep your head in a forward and central position. Full breath in, full breath out. Slowly release. Come back to center. Full breath in. And let it go. Second side, bring your right forearm parallel to the front edge of your mat. Bend your left leg, reach back, take a hold of the inside of your foot if that's available. Having your thumb up to the sky, so your palm is on the inner arch of your foot. Anywhere along your foot or your leg. This may be a bit much for your low back. You can always scoot your front arm forward, taking it out of as much of a back bend and keeping it into the space of a heart opener and a shoulder stretch. So again, keep your head centered, move with what you're finding, breathing with what is. And slowly release. Come back to center, full breath in. And let it go. Slowly slide your hands under your shoulders. And then inhale, press up to hands and knees. Adjusting your knees so they're under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Exhaling. And as you find yourself neutralizing here, full breath in, full breath out. Let's again move through cat and cow. So this time we'll find sitting bones up, heart through, chin up, inhale. And then exhale, round your spine, release your head down. So again, this that we found in a seated position at the beginning of our practice. We can also undulate the spine in other positions. Inhale and exhale. Back into a neutral tabletop position. Step your hands perhaps one hand length forward. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees. Downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. When you are complete, lower your knees back down to the mat and shift back to child's pose. Hips back towards your heels, reaching your arms forward. And then soften in. Rest your head onto the earth. Relax your arms, rest your elbows. You might take a few rolls of your head side to side. And then we'll slowly come all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Let's come back around onto our seat. And just to share physically, again, in my body, I can recognize tightness in the right side that is in some lineages expressed as our future self, our left side, our feminine as a past. So as I calm down, trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future, bring myself back to the bliss of the present moment, to this moment. This moment is perfect. And holding that vibration. The other thing I've noticed are the tightness of hips and hip flexors due to sitting at my computer or in the bathtub or perhaps watching a couple of shows. And then finally today, which is Saturday, the March 21st, as I'm looking at a beautiful calendar from the Charlevoix Photography Club, that March is a photograph by Bill Dietrich. Today, the 21st, what I have also noticed and will begin to address is the kidney loop. So in my morning practice, finding a bit more tenderness here. And just now in child's pose, recognizing that again and finding that this is something to share. So as we are all moving through this together, hopefully the things that I am sharing with you through my experience are resonating in some way on your journey. And if you have tips of your own that you are working with, please feel free to share those in the comments. The main thing that I will continue to emphasize is to stay hydrated. So drinking a lot of water. And in my next video share, I will be exploring ways to develop your new schedule, your new routine. So as routines and schedules are coming to a halt and being shifted, it's a vital time for us to have a yoga and meditation practice. This can be an anchor that sets the foundation for our whole day. So with that, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace be with you, friends. I love you. Namaste.